All right, shalom, shalom to the whole full elective nation of Israel. We're going to start off this lesson by giving all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, the honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. And I've taught us this word in truth and sincerity, peace and mercy to the whole full elect, starting with 144,000. That's also pushing this word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. And to the rest of you that sincerely believe as well, peace and mercy to you and your household. Okay, so in today's class, we're going to get into Wisdom of Solomon, the 16th chapter. Somebody's echoing. Come on. Hello. Yeah, it's Malak, you're echoing a little bit. Your phone might be too close to the desktop.
Oh, to the camera or the mic?
To the mic, maybe.
How is this? Still there?
No, it's still echoing. But maybe
I turned down the volume a little bit. I moved the phone though from the mic.
Okay.
Let me just.
Anyways, but we're gonna get into Wisdom of Solomon, the 16th chapter, and the topic at hand is plagues for Egypt and mercy for his elect. Okay. So we'll just get any opening precepts, statements before we get into it.
Khan, yeah, real quick,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, I'm gonna go straight to it. Because in the title it talks about the plagues and the mercies, mercy for the elect. Echoing, huh?
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever you didn't do last time that you're doing now is making an echo. Because last time you were echoing.
Okay.
I don't know if you have your phone close to your laptop. I'll be right back.
Yeah, take your time. Let me just see what this bug here. It's interesting. Let me just see this. Maybe this thing is too close to me. All right. Check. Is that a little better? Can you hear it?
I can hear you.
No, I mean any squeaky business.
No, not on my end.
Okay, beautiful. So I moved the mic. Yeah, the mic was too close. All right, beautiful. I'm gonna go to Psalms 91 and hold it till Young comes back. Simply put.
Oh, it sounds good now.
Yeah, I'm gonna move the microphone to my right. How's that? A little better?
Yeah, it sounds better.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Psalms 91.
It's a little bit of an echo, but.
A little bit of an echo. You know what? I'm gonna have to. Let me just see what's going on.
It's good. It should manage.
Let's see what here. Okay. Psalms 91. Simply put, it's a beautiful chapter, right? But I want to just read three precepts, right, in regards to the title today. It says security of the one who trusts in the Lord, and we know it's the elect.
Oh, Psalm 91. Hold that.
All right. Yeah. So can I go to Psalms 121 then instead?
Con.
Beautiful. All praises to Bahashem Yahushai. So Psalms 91. Excuse me, Psalms 121. Right. This is a powerful prayer. This is recited in spirit and in truth. The elect in the spirit sing this song to the Lord for the Lord's mercy upon the elect. So I'm just going to read three verses, the first three verses. It says, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Yahweh, the keeper of Israel. Psalms 121:1 says, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hill.
Bad, man. I don't know what it is, but
is it me?
The echo's pretty bad. No, I don't think it's you. Hold on. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello.
He could hear you. Yeah.
Is that a little better?
It's hello. Any echo?
I don't hear it.
Yeah, it's either hello. It's either Ashar or Malak. Hello. Okay.
Check.
Yeah.
Let me go. Let me mute mine.
Go ahead. Okay. Go ahead, Malak. Go ahead. Just get on with it.
Fix this camera here. Okay. So Psalms 121 and 1 says, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help is not coming from Mars. Okay, like you people talk about and planet X and planet this and that. Our help is coming from Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? The Lord of armies, the true Lord of armies that's going to deliver his elect. Okay, right? Onto the hills. It's a dark way of saying the highest point, okay, where airplanes can't go, okay, where the Lord resides. Verse 2.
Onto the heavens. That's where the chariots are coming from. That's where Yahweh Shai is coming from. And that's where the Lord is.
That's right. Beautiful. My help cometh from Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, our power, which made heaven and earth. Okay. Simply put. Okay. Verse 3 says, He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. Right? So Lord is speaking to his select elect, simply put, right? On this side of this madness here. Right? He says, He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Hey, so the Lord is not sleeping on any of this, man. Like they tell you people he's not coming back and he, all this stuff he's behind the ice walls and all this fuckery and all this weird shit. Okay.
Hey, the Lord's not sleeping on the elect, but the majority of Israel is sleeping on the Lord. And that's why they're going to be destroyed.
That's right. Verse 4, behold, he that keepeth Israel, right? And that word there, Israel, it's a powerful word. It goes into the elect in regards to Yashar Allah. Yashar Allah, he prints that power with the Most High, right? And we have our example that Yahweh set up, which is Yahweh Shai, and then on down, right down to the apostles and elders on down. That compromises his elect, right? Simply put, okay? So you can use that word two ways for those in the know. And it says, shall not slumber nor sleep, simply put, okay?
That's it.
You know what?
That's it.
Let me just recite the rest real quick. Verse 5, Psalms 121 and 5, the Lord is thy keeper, right? The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. See that? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, they're in perfect harmony, right? In regards to the right hand, he runs everything in heaven. I'm talking about it's not robbery for him to be equal, but you people don't understand.
Repeat that again.
Words.
It cut out. It cut out.
Yeah.
I think you're about to say you're talking about Yahweh Shai.
Salaki. The Lord is thy keeper, right? The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. See? So this is simply showing, I'll say it this way, simply showing the mediatorial work for the elect, man. The right hand support. Yahweh Shai.
Gotta point out that name, Yahweh Shai, man. It's Yahweh Shai that's on that right hand.
That's right. Beautiful. Verse 6, the sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Okay. Simply put, it's literal and it's spiritual because the Lord is keeping the elect. Okay. The Lord is keeping them. Verse 7. Psalms 121 and 7. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. See? Right? Nothing is going to be able to penetrate the Lord's select. He will protect them. Last verse, Psalms 121 and 8. It says, the Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth. See that? And even evermore. Right? and a precept that should come to mind when you see that evermore, right, is Daniel 7:18. Okay. The saints of the Most High shall possess the kingdom, because he's going to possess them. He has already possessed them, excuse me, from the foundation of this world, from before the world was set up. Okay. Proverbs 8:22, starting with our example.
Okay. All right.
Shot. Yehovah Hashem, Yehoshua.
Is it on that?
Yep, that's it. That's
Okay,
it.
so let's get into this now.
Mhm.
Wisdom of Solomon 16:1. Therefore, by the like where they were punished, and let me just go back a chapter, a couple of verses, just to get some context. So it says, Wisdom of Solomon 15:17. For being mortal, he worketh a dead thing, which with wicked hands, for he himself is better than the thing which he worshipeth. Whereas he lived once, but they never. Yea, they worship those beasts also that are most hateful, being compared together. Some are worse than others. Going into these heathens and our people worshiping idols, right, made into the images of animals and all kinds of different beasts. It says, neither are they beautiful so much as to be desired in respect of beast, but they went without the praise of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and his blessing. All right, now going into 16:1, it says, Wisdom of Solomon 16:1. Therefore, by the like were they punished worthily, and by the multitude of beasts tormented. And now remember, all the different heathens, that basically, when you look at the Canaanites, okay, as we're approaching the land of Canaan, which is the land of Israel, those Canaanites were committing all kind of wicked, idolatrous acts in that land. Okay, so the Most High sent animals and beasts ahead, right, and a swarm of wasp. He actually said ahead to basically reduce them and clear them out. Okay, showing you that the Most High don't deal with idolatry, even if you're a heathen. Okay, but he punishes his people because they were given the law, statute, and commandments, so they should know better. Okay, but even these heathens are going to learn the law, all right, in the kingdom of heaven. So it says, verse 2, instead of which punishment, dealing graciously with thine own people, thou preparedst for them meat of a strange taste, even quails, to stir up their appetite, right? To the end that they desire food, that they that desiring food might, for the ugly sight of the beast sent among them, loathe even that which they must needs desire. But these suffering penury, and when you look up penury, it basically just goes into extreme poverty, right? Extreme poverty, for like extremely poor, for a short space might be made partakers of a strange taste. So let's get this in the GNT, right? GNT, it says, verse 2, Wisdom of Solomon 16, it says, but you, O Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, did not punish your people in this way. Instead, you showed them kindness. You sent them quails to eat, a rare, delicious food to satisfy their hunger. You said you did all this so that the idolaters, when they were hungry, would be unable to eat because of the disgusting creatures sent to them. Your people, however, suffered hunger only a short while, and when they ate the finest, and then they ate the finest food. It was necessary for the oppressor to suffer relentless need, right? Which again, extremely poor, right? Extremely lacking. While your people saw how their enemies were being tormented. Okay, so when we read verse 3 in the GNT of Wisdom Psalm 16, you did all this so that the idolaters would, when they were hungry, would be unable to eat. of the disgusting creatures sent to them. Your people, however, suffered hunger, and this is the main point I want to tackle. Your people, right, which today is the elect, not all of Israel, suffered hunger only a short while, and then they ate the finest food. So we're gonna, as we're reading Wisdom of Solomon 16, you could tie, and it's talking about the wilderness, our experience in the wilderness. You could tie that to where we are today.
Mhm.
All right, we are in the proverbial, metaphorical wilderness, right? Trying to get into the Holy Land. Okay, which is really the kingdom of heaven being established on earth through Yahushua. And you had the same rebellious Israelites, all right, that were there back then in the wilderness. Those spirits are back here again today, doing the same nonsense and the same wickedness that they were doing back then, even times 10 now. Okay, it's more extreme now. Well, let me get two precepts here real quick, or just one precept actually,
Mhm.
because it said that in the GNT, that last part, your people, however, suffered hunger only a short while, and then they ate after they ate the finest food. So this goes into what the Lord prophesied that would happen for his elect in the day of his judgment, which is Jacob's trouble.
That's right.
Isaiah, all right, 65. You can always link everything that happened in history to what's happening now, man. Especially the wilderness. Isaiah 16 or 65, Salake, and I'll start at 13. So it reads, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh power, behold, my servants, right, shall eat, but ye shall be hungry, right? The ye is talking about you rebellious Israelites, okay, you stubborn and rebellious Israelites, which are enemies of the Most High and His Son, and the heathens, okay? They're going to be hungry in that day too, okay? So my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing, and why will you Israelites be ashamed? Because you're going to find out that you were always wrong, and not just in this life, but in every lifetime you came back and you were wrong. You were rebellious and you were wrong. Hence Daniel 12, right? Some shall wake up to everlasting life, and others shame and contempt. Okay, in the kingdom. So there's going to be a long time for you rebellious Israelites to loathe yourself in the kingdom, even though you're going to be fine. You know, you'll be in your perfect bodies, but you're going to loathe yourself because of all the wickedness that you did in every lifetime that you came back. Verse 14, behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart. Okay, but which means why? Why would they sing for joy of heart in the day of trouble? It's because they're looking for the kingdom of heaven. The majority of you Israelites are not looking for the kingdom of heaven, hence why you want your prophets to speak unto you smooth things. Okay? Prophesy deceits, not the truth. Because if you wanted the truth, all right, then you'd be okay with the destruction that's coming to this place, man. Because we can't receive a kingdom where righteousness dwelleth, right? Where we will rule in righteousness, unless this place is destroyed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. So a lot of judgments coming down on Israel, all right, soon, man, in these times, just like it happened in the wilderness. So that's it on that. Any precepts before I move on?
Yeah, I've got something beautiful because it talks about eating the finest. So I'm going to go to the example and what is promised in regards to how the Spirit is going to be leading the elect. So this is Isaiah 7. I'm just going to read 3 precepts. The point is in the 15th verse. So this is Isaiah 7:14. It says, therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, should call his name Emmanuel. Okay. Butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know how to refuse the evil and choose the good. Right now, that's a point there. The butter and honey, well, honey doesn't spoil, right? Which symbolizes the truth, pure truth, right? And butter, it tells you how, if you know how butter is made, okay, from the milk, okay, All right, the pure butter, right? So both symbols there, figuratively speaking, excuse me, both of those things represent the gospel truth, the pure truth, right? And verse 16, it says, "For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land that thou abhorrest shall be forsaken of both her kings." Right? Simply put, when you go into the story, but this is a prophecy, as young elder mentioned, in regards to the provivial time that we're in. It points back present when it happened, and it also points to our time in regards to the Holy Spirit's going to be upon the elect. They're going to be given the butter and the honey, right? The pure truth. Okay, so that's it.
Come. So going back, Wisdom Solomon 16:4, it says, "For it was requisite that upon them." Oh. Hey, Shalom Aki, Al Bashim Shabrakatha.
Shalom.
So it says, for it was requisite that upon them exercising tyranny, right, should come penury. And I told you what that word means. You guys can look that up for yourselves at home. But it's an extreme state of poverty. It says, which they could not avoid, right? And that's going to be twofold. The rebellious, the rebels of our people will be extremely poor, lacking, because that's what's going to cause them to eat each other, eat their children, right? But also, that's all going to be, all the actions that they're going to be committing in that day is a physical manifestation of what they're lacking in the spirit, in the mind, right? Because as Isaiah 33:6 says, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of that time. So if you're in a position where you, in your mind, it makes sense to eat your child or to eat yourself or eat any human being, that means your mind is lacking. You don't have wisdom, and you don't have the wisdom and knowledge. Okay, so a lot of our people are going to be put in this position because they denied the truth when it was here.
I have a quick precept, bro.
Come.
Job 5:22. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. So certain of the elect, right, is gonna escape, and they're gonna be in the wilderness, and it's gonna be like the book of Eli. It's gonna be like that movie, right? And the Lord is gonna guide them. He's gonna guide them with this wisdom and knowledge, right?
That's right.
And, he's gonna do divine miracles with his elect.
That's right.
No, certain of us is gonna be incarcerated. Some of us are gonna be put to death, but there's gonna be others that's gonna escape. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation, and shalt not sin. I'm like that's pretty much it with that.
Come.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Come. So it says, but those, I read it again, for it was requisite that upon them exercising tyranny should come penury. So tyranny is basically being tyrannical, right? An unjust leader. And you have a lot of unjust leaders among Israel. Okay, should come penury, which they could not avoid, but to these it should only be showed how their enemies were tormented. For when let's get this in the GNT real quick. It says, verse 4: it was necessary for the oppressors to suffer relentless need.
I have the word penury in the Edom online.
Go ahead, brother.
The penury is noun, extreme poverty.
Yeah.
Is it echoing?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it might. Might be y'all up. Try now.
Shalom. No? It says extreme poverty.
Oh no, it's not. It's not. Y'all what's up?
It might have been. I had the phone. I had my phone, my next phone close by. I don't know if that was causing it.
Okay.
It says penury, extreme poverty.
Mm-hmm.
It says indigence. It said destruction. Sorry, it says destitution.
Right.
1,400 penny. It says penury, to want, need, scarcity. Nearly, almost. It says particularly. So it's gonna be very scarce, for the 2/3.
Yeah, exactly. Beautiful.
It's gonna be very scarce. Yeah,
that's right. Relentless need. Verse 4. While your people saw how their enemies were being tormented. That's right, and we're gonna witness how the enemies of Yahweh Shem Shai, starting with Yahweh Shem Shai, the apostles on down, which are our enemies. Okay, they're gonna be tormented in that time. Hence why, I keep pointing out that what the experience that we read about in the wilderness, we can tie to what's going to happen now in Jacob's trouble. It's the same thing all over again. Because are we not trying to get back to the Holy Land in righteousness and be perfected, right? So that we can rule in righteousness. That was the purpose that the Most High brought Israel through the wilderness in the ancient world, in the old times, to bring them to that land, which is a land that He chose, right? It's a land that He has His sight on, He has His eyes on. So you could always tie it to where we are now. So going back, verse 5, it says in the King James Version, "For when the horrible fierceness of beasts came upon these, and they perished with the sting of crooked serpents, thy wrath endured not forever." And this is something that you're seeing, that the Most High, just because we're of the Yahweh Ratzah, we're of the elect, Yahweh Ratzah, but it doesn't mean just because we believe and we're sincere doesn't mean the Most High is not going to put us to the test, right? To see if we really do believe. So you're seeing a recurring theme of it being a short space of time where the Most High is going to try those that believe Him, right? And if they endure that short space of time with faith and fear, which is obedience, the Most High is going to reward them and protect them. So it says, verse 5, "For when the horrible fierceness of beasts came upon these, and they perished with the sting of crooked serpents, thy wrath endured not forever, but they were troubled for a small season." You see, that they might be admonished. If a brother can get that word admonished, you're echoing again, man. Having a
So once I'm done, I'm bringing a preset. Maybe it's me.
Okay, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Do you think?
Yeah, who's going into judgment. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of a man. Verse 14, "For Yahweh should bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil." So, I mean, if you're part of a camp and you're teaching this, you should be feared. You should fear the Holy Father.
Okay.
Right? I mean, like the elder just mentioned, we're getting closer and closer to the end of this place.
Okay.
Yeah, right now certain guys being exposed.
Yeah, Pegasus.
Yeah, Pegasus.
Peg in a poke.
Wicked ass nigga. Then you got what's his name? What's his name? Blaming GMF.
General Yahana.
That guy's a fucking bug out, man. The Most High's gonna kill that guy, man. Because you're the same rebellious Israelites in the wilderness. You're blaming. Remember, you had Israel that was complaining, right, and murmuring towards the Most High and Moses about, why'd you bring us out of Egypt? Did you bring us out of Egypt to die? That's the same spirit that General Yohana is in when he says, before GMS, I think he even said Apostle Dahar, before Apostle Dahar or GMS, roughly paraphrasing, no one looked at Israel with sexual promiscuity, roughly paraphrasing.
Yeah, but this is the guy that's talking about you could do it like you could
In the
do it in the butt, right?
Fucking
So
wicked ass
so this
nigga.
guy is a damn hypocrite, man.
Come.
A damn hypocrite.
And we don't care no more, man. We're gonna care less and less. We're gonna give you the judgment straight. You niggas are gonna fucking die. Quick.
Yep.
Straight up, man. Like the Most High's not playing, man.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll talk in rude speech because that's the time we're in now. That's the time we're in now. You guys are gonna die. If you don't repent, you're gonna get killed. Your families are gonna die, and the Most High is gonna make it terrifying, man.
Yeah,
Why do you think we're working on?
He's gonna make it public. He's gonna make it public.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. Because you see how this this cap wasn't not sorry not Captain Tazariak, this
Chief
Alizé.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, he's been exposed. Yeah, this guy's been exposed, man. And like more you guys are gonna be exposed, man.
That's right.
Like you guys in these other camps.
That's right.
Who's pushing false narrative.
Yep, that's right, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So continuing on, it says verse 6, Wisdom of Solomon chapter 16 and 6, it says, but they were troubled for a small season that they might be admonished. Brother, got that word admonished?
Mm-hmm. I got it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it says from the Etymon line, it says remind, urge, exhort.
Right. So when we catch hell, that's what it's for. Okay. When you're going through something and you're catching hell, it's the Most High, all right, through his son Yahweh Shai, is admonishing us, which means what? To remind us is what you read?
Yep. Remind, urge, and exhort.
Right. Remind and urge. Remind us to what? Stay on the path. Remember me. Remember me. And urge us to what? To be more fervent.
That's right.
You know, be even more fervent. You thought you were good enough yesterday and the Most High jacked you up. That means you're not good enough. We're not good enough until we get crowned.
We gotta stay on the straight and narrow.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, just stay on the straight and narrow, right? Because we're approaching serious times. You see what Donald Trump, he wants to push tariffs. This guy's pushing a trade war around the world.
Nuclear war is being spoken about.
Yeah. So a lot of shit's about to kick off, man.
That's right, man.
Going into this year, and it's his third month, right? He's been in power, right?
Yep.
Doing a lot of damage, man.
That's right. That's right.
So we gotta fear. Like we gotta fear.
Khan. That's right. So it says verse 6. I'll read it again. But they were troubled for a small season, that they might be admonished. Okay. Having in this grace period, we're also being troubled, but it's for our admonishment for our to our salvation, to our betterment, that we be reminded when all hell breaks loose. You know, we're not out here bugging out like the rest of Israel. Okay?
That's right.
Having a sign of salvation, right? Which ultimately that sign is Yahweh Shai and all the miracles that come under him. You know,
that's Tawa.
Yeah, Tawa. That's right.
Exempt from judgment.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. It says to put them in remembrance of the commandment of thy law, right? And the two commandments I want to point out is what Yahweh Shai taught us. Okay, fear, love the Lord with all thy heart and soul, and love the brother as you love yourself. Okay. Verse 7: for he that turneth himself towards it, right, was not saved by the thing that he saw, right? Because the account that this is going into is when our people, right, the rebels of our people were being bitten and dying by poisonous serpents, snakes in the wilderness, and Moses had to set up, you know, a bronze serpent which represented Yahweh Shai in the spirit and prophetically. And that's what it's going into right now. It says, for he that turned himself towards it, right, towards our bronze serpent, was not saved by the thing he saw, but by the that art the Savior of all. And that's the whole point that the Most High has been trying to drive through the thick skull of Israel. It's not about the image, it's about the power. It's about the power.
That's right.
Okay? It's about the power. It's not about the image. You're gonna look at a bronze serpent and think that's the thing that saved you, and not consider the power behind it and what it represents. Okay, it's all about the power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Now let me get this real quick. Pull up on my iPad. Actually, I'll get 3 precepts real quick. So this is first one will be Sirach. Sirach 2 and 1, because talking about that they were troubled for a small season that they might be admonished. This is Sirach. Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. And actually, let me get this in the GNT. Sirach chapter 2, verse 1 in the GNT, it reads, "My child, if you are going to serve the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shah, prepare for times when you will be put to the test." You see? Be sincere and determined, right? Keep calm when trouble comes. And the thing is with Israel, when trouble comes, they don't keep calm, right? Because they lack faith. What do? They grumble and complain. And all that does is it arouses the anger of the Most High to destroy them. Okay? So it says, verse 3, "Stay with the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, never abandon him, and you will be prosperous at the end of your days. Accept whatever happens to you, even if you suffer humiliation be patient."
Because our people aren't patient, man.
God.
Our people want it now.
God.
You know Jake's mentality. Like they want everything. Like they want it now. If they,
Yep. Just like fast food, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
they want it quick.
Quick.
Yeah.
Yep. So verse 5, it says, "Gold is tested by fire, and human character," right? Which is what the Most High is looking at.
The Most High is trying our character too. The Most High is trying our character, right? Because we're in the lowest state as a nation, man. Right? So the elect, whoever they are, the Lord is trying them, man, and and we're all going through our own individual challenges in this life. And the Most High, He's watching over us, and Yahweh Shai, they're watching over us, and and sustaining us, because we're in a very low state, like we're in the valley of the shadow of death, man.
Well, hey, the scriptures say that render your hearts. I was doing a lesson on that, a little mini series on it. Render your hearts, not your garments.
Wow.
And that's very important, like what you're saying, man. We're all going through our own personal trials, and it's all to build up our character so that we can have integrity in the sight of Yahweh Shemel Shai when all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
If you're not built, look at Job. If he wasn't built up in faith and wisdom and knowledge, he would never have integrity to go through everything he went through and still, again, keep his integrity towards Yahweh Shemel Shai. So we're going through what we're going through, so our integrity could be strong.
That's right.
Verse 5, "Gold is tested by fire, and human character is tested in the furnace of humiliation," right? So when we're spoken evil of, spoken bad of, we're persecuted for doing what's right, that's when our integrity is being tested, because it's easy to be on the Most High side when things are going well. All right? But are you on Yahweh Shemel Shai's side when all hell breaks loose and things are going well? Right? As we read, just like in the wilderness, we were tested for a short season to see if we really believed in Yahweh Shemel Shai or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Verse 6, "Trust the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai, and he will help you. Walk straight," and like you said, straight and narrow, right? "Walk straight in his ways, and put your hope in him. all you that fear the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, wait for him to show you his mercy. Wait. Even if it means unto death, you gotta wait.
We gotta patiently wait, right? We
That's
can't
right.
be we said to be patient, to be of a good cheer.
That's
Right?
right.
Our salvation draweth nigh, right? So we just have to just endure, and and that we're gonna go through the fire, but Yahweh Shai is he's gonna purify us. He's gonna purify us, like, to see where we're of gold, silver,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
brass.
That's right.
Yep. It says,
Resort.
verse 7, all you that fear the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, wait for him to show you his mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Do not turn away from him, or you will fall. Right? Don't turn away from him, or you will fall. So let's go from there, and let's go to Numbers real quick. Numbers, and I'm not pulling it up on the screen, so those of you at home can just follow along on your phone or whatnot as I call it out. So Numbers 21 and 5. I'm gonna read down to 9 in NLT. So it says, excuse me, Numbers 21 and 5. And they began to speak against Yahweh and Moses. Why have you brought us out of Egypt to die here in the wilderness? Why have you brought us out of Egypt to die here in the wilderness? They complained. There is nothing to eat here and nothing to drink, and we hate this horrible manna.
So they're mad, man. Like, they're Jake, man.
Yep.
The tribes are all the tribes, but mainly Judah, Benjamin, Levi. Like, they were pissed.
Yeah, and Ephraim was given unto idols, so
yeah, that's right. No, Ephraim, can't forget about the northern tribes. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. So it says, verse 6 says, so the Lord Yahweh sent poisonous snakes among the people, and many were bitten and died. Hey, a lot of you rebellious, we're going to see a lot of rebellious Israelites get put to death because of their complaining. Like General Yohana, he's complaining, grumbling, saying that it's because of us while we're not being, it's because of us.
That's right. And that's why this, Salaki, go ahead. I just say that, Salaki, brother. Finish with your thought.
Is as to why we're looked upon, okay, in negatively. Like, we give a fuck about how Egypt or Rome or America looks at us.
That's right.
We don't give a shit about that.
I remember this guy, not General Yana, Al-Azhar, right? Like, this guy, he's been doing his own thing, right? Like, he's not a great millstone. He's a part of the Sakari, man, which means dagger. It mean dagger man.
Yeah.
Right? And they were wicked ass niggas who was trying to fight against Rome and trying to extort people and shit.
Yep. But that's right. But the point I was bringing out is that General Yohana, he's met, just like Israel was grumbling and complaining and blaming Moses and the Most High for coming out of Egypt. General Yohana is saying that no one ever looked at the Israelites in this way until GMS or Apostle Dahar was around. Well, we don't give a fuck about how the world sees us, man. That's why you need to die. You need to be put to death because you don't understand. You don't even understand who the hell you are. You might say you're Israel, and you wear you sometimes you wear the fringes, sometimes you don't. You wear hats, you do whatever the fuck you want.
They call it Real Nigga University, right?
Right.
The Real Nigga University, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah, you could be a part of that university because we're not a part of that fucking nigga university, man.
Nah, man.
We're of the Israelite University. Yahweh Shem Shai. We're not of that nigga university.
That's right. So you have that same spirit coming back again, grumbling, complaining, right? When it comes to righteous judgment. So what do you think is going to happen to you? You want to grumble, complain about righteous judgment? That means you're going to be put through judgment.
Yeah, like the word niggard means to be stingy, a stingy, like a very detestable person, man. And that's you niggas, you niggards, you niggers out here, man.
Yep, that's right. Malak, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, as you mentioned this man's name, right? What he set up to do, it brought me right back to this precept, right? These people, they don't want to repent because that's where it starts. So
we don't want them to repent, man. We want you guys burn up, man.
That's beautiful. That's why they're in that state. That's beautiful. That's the point. That's the point. Right? That's the point. And this same man, he reject the Savior and call him Christ, and he reject also John the Baptist. So how much more the apostles?
I have a precept, huh?
Yeah, go ahead. That's it.
Zechariah 13:8, and it shall come to pass that in all the lands, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So America is going to be on fire. The 2/3 are going to be burnt up, right? And the 1/3 and the elect is going to be saved, man. Now bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name. So are these guys gonna? Are they gonna, like? Even though some of them do know the name, but the Lord's not gonna be dealing with you guys if you guys are, because you guys are gonna get the mark of the beast, man. Like you 2/3 are gonna get the mark.
Yeah.
ISUPK, IUIC. You guys are gonna get the mark, man.
Yeah. Whoever's on the elect.
Yeah, because like certain of the elect, right, which are probably a part of those camps. Like some of them are gonna be saved, but a lot of you guys are gonna get the mark. And I will bring the third part to the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people, sir. They shall say, the Lord is my power. Yeah, that's it.
So I'll finish up here. Numbers 21 and 6. It says, so the Lord Yahweh sent poisonous snakes among the people, and many were bitten and died. Then the people came to Moses and cried, we have sinned, by speaking against the Lord Yahweh and against you. Pray that the Lord Yahweh will take away the snakes. So Moses prayed for the people. Then the Lord Yahweh told him, make a replica of the poisonous snakes and attach it to a pole. All who are bitten will live if they simply look at it. And this is heavy, man, because this is why, even though the Spirit's on us to get on Pegasus and curse him out through the scriptures and whatnot.
Alizé.
I'm not calling you. I'm not calling him by his name no more, man.
He's Alizé, man. He likes to drink. He likes to drink that Swedish, that sweet drink, man.
Yeah.
He's a fucking fruitcake, man.
Yeah. So, just like you see the Spirit getting on the apostles and elders and various brothers to get on this guy and rebuke him according to the scriptures. Don't think we're doing that without having in our mind that could happen to us if we're faking it.
That's true.
If we're going off, right? We're being humble too, but we are rebuking him as well. Because when you read this, as we're reading, right, the Lord told him to make a replica of the poisonous snake and attach it to the pole. All who were bitten will live if they simply look at it. Verse 9, so Moses made a snake out of bronze and attached it to the pole, and anyone who was bitten by the snake could look at the bronze snake and be healed. So obviously, the elect, at one point, they were in that mindset too. When we were in the world, we were rebellious. We weren't righteous. We weren't obedient. We were rebellious in the world, right? But the elect are gifted with faith. So as soon as a sign, all right, which is really this truth, and this truth represents Yahweh Shai, was presented to them or revealed to them, okay, they looked and they believed. A lot of you Israelites are not going to do that because Yahweh Shai is right here. He's here right now in the midst through his prophets, starting with the apostles and elders on down. And you're looking and seeing a sign, but you're not believing. And hence why you're not being healed, okay? So verse 10, it says, the Israelites... Oh, no, that's the point. That's the point. So let me get the next precept real quick.
Beautiful.
Hebrews. So don't think that we're getting on this guy. Don't think that we're not thinking about ourselves and checking ourselves, man, because we know that at one point we were in the world and we didn't know Yahweh Shem Shai, but he showed mercy upon us to basically to look upon him and be saved.
Beautiful.
Remember, it says to be a fearful thing to fall into the hands of living power. So
Slacking. Hold on.
This thing feared us.
Let me finish my point before I forget. Looking upon Yahweh Shai means you're following in his footsteps, and that can only be done in the spirit. We can't see him physically, but we see him in the spirit. So how does that apply to us today? You look upon Yahweh Shai, you follow him according to the scriptures. The scriptures is written of him. That's how you look upon Yahweh Shai unto the end. Go ahead, Kanawak. I know you're making a point.
No, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Most High, because this guy, man, he's been exposed. He's been humiliated. He's been humiliated.
Yeah.
So it's a serious thing, man. Because this guy, he's a proud nigga, man. That guy. He's very proud. So the Most High broke it.
True. Right? It's true. Look, if you folks missed what young elder and the elders are saying, man, simply put, in spirit and in truth, I have the word look. It tells you as well. It goes into what you mentioned, right? Look and live. It says here the word as a noun. I'm going to jump to the meat real quick, okay? It says here, jumping down 14th century in the middle of the word, okay? It says to look alike, to have an appearance of is from the mid 15th century. Look after, take care of, right? And it goes on. Here comes to seek. You see, look and live. To seek, to look forward, to look into, investigate.
Hey, those are all action words. To seek, to look forward. That's faith. That's hope. Right? You're looking forward for something. To look into something, to seek something, that's a labor of love. That's what that's what the labor of love is you're constantly seeking Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shem Shai, day in and day out. That's a labor of love. When you are building a relationship with someone, you go through your up and downs, right? And if you guys endure those up and downs, guess what? Your relationship thickens, right? So it's the same thing with the Yahweh Shai. That's a labor. Right, you go through these ups and downs with someone, and throughout the many years that you go through these situations and these ups and downs with someone, that's a labor. That's work. That's work, because you have to correct things. You have to correct yourself, and 100% of the time, it's us correcting ourselves, and Yahweh Shai correcting us.
That's right.
So that's a labor. That's hard. It's not easy. It's simple in terms of the theory and the plan of it, because it's just look and live and be sincere and correct and have faith, continue on. But the actual application of doing that is hard. That's why only a remnant will be saved. A few amount of people, a few amount of Israelites will be saved because they have endured the labor of love.
That's right. Wow. Let me just finish it off because he basically broke it down. All praises to Yahweh Shem Shai. It says to look forward, anticipate, especially anticipate with pleasure. To look over, scrutinize. Okay, that's it.
Let me get this real quick. Hebrews 2 and 12 and 2, and then let's get the one verse actually. Yeah, Hebrews 12 and 2. It says, looking onto Yahweh Shai, because that's what the bronze serpent represented Yahweh Shai, right? Looking onto Yahweh Shai, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, right? For the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh Shem Shai. In the NLT, it says, we do this by keeping our eyes on Yahweh Shai. Right? Who initiates and perfects our faith.
That's right.
Because of the joy right? Which the joy is what? It's faith. It's being faithful. Okay, even though we go through hell and we're going to be demonized, and some of us will be put to death, and we'll go through a short season of being tested. All of that is joy unto the hopeful elect because of what? Their faith. If you lack faith, all that is not going to be a joyful thing to you, because that means you can't see the end of the light at the end of the tunnel. Faith is what gives you the light at the end of the tunnel. A lot of you Jakes are going to get into that situation, and you're not going to see the light at the end of the tunnel because you never had faith to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, because of joy awaiting him, he endureth the cross. So Yahushua did that. He saw the light at the end of the tunnel. So because of joy, because of the faith he had in his Father, the Heavenly Father, right? It said that awaiting him, right? The joy is the kingdom of heaven, rulership. He saw that in his mind.
Because remember when Yahushua, when he was like before he was going to be crucified, right? He's praying to the Lord that he's praying to the Lord that the cup it passes over, right?
Right.
But Yahushua had to go through it.
Right.
He was crying, man. You know,
right.
And blood was coming out of his
blood
that was coming like through his eyes.
Yeah, well, he was sweating blood.
He was sweating blood. Yeah, so so that's gonna be real, man. Like we're gonna be tried like that too. Some of us, man.
Right.
We're gonna be tried, man.
That's right. And the beautiful thing to take away from that experience is that even though he got no answer, which was an answer in itself, which means go through it, he was still joyful. Why? When I say joyful, I don't mean like he wasn't. He obviously he was in distress, and he was he was suffering. But the joyfulness goes through faith. Even though he was suffering and he was in distress, he was
had humiliated. Faith. He was also humiliated.
He still had faith. Yeah. The point is that he still had faith. You can feel how you feel, but if you believe, if you believe, you're going to be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm. The evidence.
The point, right? So it says,
beautiful.
We do this by keeping our eyes. I read it again. NLT, verse 2, Hebrews 12, on Yahushua, the champion who initiates and perfects our faith because of the joy, which is also faith, awaiting him, and he had faith in the rulership that the Heavenly Father was going to give him. That's why he went through it anyways, even though he got no answer. So, hey, we might, in that day, we might pray for something, get no answer, but we got to apply Yahushua. You know what I mean? You might pray for something and you get no answer, but you got to apply Yahushua.
I have a quick precept out.
Hold on, let me finish this up real quick. It says, awaiting him, he endureth the cross, right? The burden that's given to him, which is given to each and one of us individually, disregarding its shame, right? The demonization that will come upon us. Now he is seated in the place of honor beside Yahweh's throne. See? That's what the elect will get under Yahushua. Go ahead, Kanawha.
Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Right? So we have faith, right? And basically, like we're gonna be like we're gonna look crazy like to this world, but we know what like the big picture. We know that a new heaven, New Jerusalem is gonna be established once this place is destroyed. But you people in the world aren't gonna understand that, right?
Right. That's right.
For by it the elders obtain a good report. Through faith, we understand that the world were framed by the word of Yahweh, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do not appear. But by faith, Abel offered unto Yahweh a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he. Go ahead.
No, Salak, I was just going to say that's the very definition of what you read, the evidence of things not seen. So You know, right now, it says by faith, we know that the world was framed and fashioned the way it was fashioned. Did we see it? We have no remembrance of it.
We don't.
Right? We believe it. And we break it down, you know, according to the truth, according to our teachers. So you see that the main idea of this ministry is faith first. And
we're
through
faith-based.
Exactly.
Like we're faith-based Israelites, right?
Exactly.
Which the ISUPK, they laugh at us.
That's right.
Yeah, they laugh at
And through the faith, through your faith, Yahweh Bashim El Shai is going to show his power. You see, if you lack faith, Yahweh Bashim El Shai is not going to manifest his power through you or manifest his power to you, either one.
True.
Right? But if you have faith, he's going to manifest that power through you and to you. You know, which will be broadcast throughout in the midst of the nations and the rebellious Israelites.
That's right. Hebrews 11 verse 6. Verse 6 it says, "But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is, and that he is the rewarder of them that diligently seek him." Right, so this is what we're looking forward. You know, even though people say, "Oh, you guys are crazy, man. You guys are wasting your time." Like we know that, you know, that the kingdom of heaven is going to be established, and we want to be a part of the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, and to rule this world, right? Because this is a wicked world, right? Yes.
Cotton.
Yeah.
Like you gotta agree.
Sure, you have some?
Yeah, Khan. This is the book of Hebrews 12 and 7 in NLT. It reads, going to be chastised by Yahushai. As you endure this divine discipline, remember that Yahweh is treating you as his own children. Whoever hears of a child who is never disciplined by his father, if Yahweh doesn't discipline you as he does of all his children, it means that you are illegitimate and are not really his children at all. So we get chastised all the time, right? Because we go off and you always have to keep present to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you know, to just direct your guide on the right path. Verse 9, since we respect our early fathers who discipline us, shouldn't we submit even more to the discipline of the Father of our spirits and live forever? We need to be disciplined in this truth. And you know, as we get closer to this place, to the end of this place, you become more closer to the Heavenly Father. Right?
That's right. Yep. I'm gonna read this from the comment board. It's Shalom to the Akim and Akwath, right? On the comment board.
Sure.
This is from the elder Howard. GMS Prince Howard. Subscribe and be edified. This is John 15:18. If the world hate you, right, straight to the point, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. The me is Yahweh Shai, right? And that's why he's the author and the finisher of our faith, because he went through everything we're going through now 2,000 plus years ago. Okay? Being perfected, being perfect, he went through it. We're going through it being imperfect. You know what I mean? Like, we're going through this hell being imperfect and we're complaining. Imagine being perfect. The amount of hell and, you know, the amount of grief you'd be feeling. We're imperfect, but of course we're perfect in our understanding of Yahweh Bashim El Shai and to the doctrine. But Yahweh Shai, when he came here, he was perfect in the understanding and indeed. He never went off in that flesh, even though that flesh was corruptible. So, again, one more time, going back to that precept, John 15:8, it says, if the world hated you, know that it hated me before it hated you. So, you know, don't stress out. Don't stress out. The world hated me and I still overcame it. So if it hates you, don't worry about that shit. That's just the process. Don't even worry about that. That's just the process.
That's right.
So we'll probably cut it. We'll cut it. There's about 30 verses in this chapter. We'll cut it at 15. I think we're at 8 now, and we'll do a part 2, Lord willing, on the on the Monday. But it says, verse 8, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16, verse 8. And in this thou madest thy enemies confess that this. I'll read 15 again, or 8:7 again, real quick. For he that turneth himself towards it was not saved by the thing that he saw, but by thee that art the Savior of all. And in this thou madest thine enemies confess that it is thou who delivereth from all evil. And when you read Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, it basically goes into the enemies that confess that this is who saves from all, who delivers from all evil. Because the enemies, it's not just the heathens, but the rebels of our own people, Israel. Right? Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, it says, if a brother can pull that up, Bubba Kashan, just read, maybe the first 3 verses, just to get to the point.
Wisdom of Solomon?
Yeah, chapter 5, verse 1.
Wisdom of Solomon, it's up here.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then shall the righteous, Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors.
Right.
When they see it, they shall be terrible. They shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. So even there was there was like it looked like a chariot. Then it looked like they said it was like a meteorite, but I believe that was some chariots, man. It was like chariots of fire. I don't know if you guys saw it on TikTok. Over Florida, Bahamas, and Jamaica, there was a big sightings of these unidentified objects, and it was like fires, man. It was like a ball of fire.
Yep. Hey, and in that precept you read, it says that they made no account for the labors. We always use that applying to Esau, and it's true. Esau never give credit where credit is due, but the same with you, Israelite. Never give credit where credit is due. And you started that with your Most High, and you dragged it along with your Yahushua, and then you did it with the prophets. Okay, when like you read, they never made account of their labors. We're laboring right now. Okay, starting with the apostles and elders on down, they've been laboring since the 70s. They're elders, right? Onto the 80s, 90s, 2000. Now we're in 2010. We're in 2020. 2025. So all you rebellious Israelites have never made any account or record of the labors of the prophets. And hence why you're going to be destroyed in Jacob's trouble. You didn't put it to your heart. You didn't put it to your mind.
True. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach.
You see?
We fools account to his life madness and his end to be without honor.
You see? Isn't that what General Yohanan said? Isn't that what Pegasus was saying for years?
Yeah.
Like
Bro, polite.
You wicked ass Israelite. F you, Apostle Ramlab. He said F Ariyah. Like this guy was bugging out.
Yeah.
Look what happened to him, and that's just the beginning. He's gonna die if he doesn't repent. If he's not of the elect, I'll say it like that. If he's not of the elect, which personally I don't think he is. Personally, I'm just a man. I ain't shit. But if he's not of the elect, he's gonna die a slow and painful death, man.
Fuck that guy, man.
I hear you, brother. I hear you, man.
But it's all up to the Lord. But
it's all up to the Lord. But I hear you.
He's a weirdo, man. That guy.
I hear you. Yep.
It says, we fools account to his life madness and his end to be without honor.
You're right.
Numbered among the children of the Yahweh, and his lot is among the saints.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us.
You see? Yeah, go ahead. Finish up.
And the sun of righteousness rose not upon us.
All right. So Yahweh never chose you. Okay. The son of righteousness is Yahweh. He never chose you. And in the day of trouble, in Jacob's trouble, it's known who are his sheep, who are his friends, and who are his brethren. Okay. That's it on that.
Okay.
Con, the water, brother.
Yep.
Verse 8, it says, in this thou madest thine enemies confess that it is thou who delivereth from all evil. And that's what the brother just read, right? For them, the bitings of grasshoppers and flies killed, neither was there found any remedy for their life, for they were worthy to be punished by such. It says, but thy sons, right, not the very teeth of venomous dragons overcame, for thy mercy was ever by them and healed them, for they were pricked that they should remember thy words, right? And we're being, as soon as Shah revealed this truth to us, we were pricked in our spirit, and we were called to remember his words, right? And we're quickly saved, that not falling into deep forgetfulness, which is where 2/3 are. They're in a deep forgetfulness. Okay, they might be continually mindful of thy goodness. Let's get this in the GNT. It says, verse 9. Our enemies died from bites of locusts and flies. No way was found to cure them, because they deserve to be punished by such creatures. But even poisonous snakes could not overcome your people, because you had mercy, helped them, and cured them. Wow. So that's the miracle that's going to be happening for the elect, man. Plagues for Egypt and all of those Egyptians, including our people, and miracles for the elect.
That's right.
They were bitten so that they would remember your command. So some of the elect, some the men, women, and children that got bitten by snakes and were poisoned and looked upon the bronze snake and believed, guess what? They were bitten for this reason. It says here, they were bitten so that they would remember your commands. So when we go, this is why the scriptures say, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare your heart for temptation, because the Most High is going to try you. How about Shemeshah is going to try you? Okay, and he's going to try you in all kind of different ways. It can be situations where you come near to death, just so you can be admonished. Remember that, okay, I got to focus and rely on you. How about Shemeshah no matter what? You see, so it says here, they were bitten so that they would remember your commands, but they were quickly rescued. In order, so our suffering is to what? Is to keep us in line with Yahweh Shemeshah, so that we're obedient. In order to keep them from forgetting you completely and driving and depriving themselves of your kindness. Wow. So let me get a precept concerning that real quick. And this is a Psalm 91 that we're going to pull out earlier. So feel free to jump in and break down if the Spirit impresses you. Psalm 91. And I'm going to start from 9 and read down to 16 in the NLT. So Psalm 91 and 9, it says, if you make the Lord Yahweh your refuge, and it says Lord in all caps, which is Yahweh, but in present day is Yahweh Shemeshah. If you make the Lord Yahweh your refuge, if you make the Most High your shelter, which you can only do that through His Son, anyways, you can only do that through Yahweh Shai. No evil will conquer you, no plague will come near your home, for He will order His angels to protect you whether you go, wherever you go, they will hold you up with their hands so you won't even hurt your foot on a stone. Yo, as the scriptures say, the apple of his eye. They are precious to him, man. That's yo. Couple of y'all about to shot.
Gone.
It says verse 13.
Salakia,
Go ahead.
just let me ask you that what you just read right now. Just because you are a member of a camp doesn't mean you are a Hebrew Israelite for a couple hours and you go back home and you become a Negro doing wickedness and then you get judged. You know? So that means when you wake up, you pray to your Heavenly Father to just, guide you in the right path. And then, by all means, just because you're into this truth doesn't mean you're saved. You have a ticket ready, first class. No, man, you still have to like a long way to go.
Yes, right. Brother. Good point.
Quick precept on the first verse, real quick. The hiding place. Mm-hmm. Psalms 91. I'm gonna Psalms 32. I'm gonna answer it with Psalms 32 and 7. It's powerful. In regards to the hiding place, it says, "God, my hiding place." Right, and we read in Wisdom, it spoke about bringing us back to remembrance and exhort us. So the elect will have that spirit, the spirit of humility on them, right? Because and dependency. God, my hiding place, Psalms 32 and 7. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. So yes, these scriptures, Isaiah 33, this is how they live, and it starts with that wonderful faith, man. Right up, excuse me, from the day the Lord woke up the elect, right? They're gonna look and live. They're gonna anticipate in the spirit. They're gonna what does it say? Let me just pull that word up again, real quick. 1 second. Yeah, they're gonna anticipate in the spirit. Okay, which excuse me, which means to look forward. They're going to look over, which is to scrutinize in the spirit. They're going to be looking at to see if there's anything wrong with them, and crying to the Lord about it. Okay, they're going to look into it. They're going to investigate in spirit and in truth. Okay, and they're going to take notice always. So the spirit is on them because it says that the Lord is going to. Exhort. That's what it says, and I believe in the same verse, if I may, of Wisdom, the one that talked about remembrance the commandments thy law. But that's it. That's all I got on Psalms 32.
Precept? Ezekiel 33 and 30. Ezekiel 33 verse 30. Also, thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, everyone to his brother, saying, Come, I pray you, and hear what is that cometh forth from the Lord. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but with their heart is goeth after their covetousness. So these are like these like that guy, man. General, yeah, him too, but like that General Yahana.
Oh, okay,
that guy is talking shit against us, man. Yeah. Trying to make us like trying to slander us, man. You damn demon, man. Lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song, as one of my as one that have a pleasant voice and can play well the instrument. So these are like the 2/3 too, who come up and listen to us, but they just scoff, man, in their heart, That's pretty much it.
I had a precept with that. Psalm 69:2 says, "But instead give me poison for food. They offer me sour wine for my thirst. Let the bountiful table set before them become a snare," which is this living word, "and their prosperity become a trap. Let their eyes go blind so they cannot see, and make their bodies shake continually." And that's spiritual. So they're blind when it comes to this truth. They don't see the prophecies coming forward. We tell them, they still don't see it because they're so carnal minded in their wickedness. Right? They have tallied up all them sins that were taken. So when we tell them they're Israelites, they're like, huh? What? I don't hear that. I only hear African American, Black African American. Anything Esau says, they gobble it up.
Yep.
Esau said, "Oh, don't bathe tomorrow. It's not good for you." They'll do that. Because, you know, just like I brought out thing about the what's the name of it? Cognify, which is them jailing and telling you got to take the chip in your head and you'll have a lesser sentence. They'll do that.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah.
No, just one more. Yeah. It says, verse 24, "Pour out your fury on them, consume them with your burning anger." So the Most High's righteous indignation, which is going to be poured into the thermonuclear ICBMs, right? And then the fire that is going to help fuel this place, the elements and all of that, and help and volcanoes that are going to turn active in the fire is going to consume them.
Understand that?
Yeah.
Finish up here. It's a huge echo. What's going on? It's like a static one. Oh, okay. Con. It was, I'll stop for a second. Okay, so finishing up here. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 16, verse 12. I'm reading into NL in the GNT. No medicine or ornament cured them. I was reading Psalm 91. I didn't even get to finish that. Let me read that real quick.
It's a spirit, man.
Yeah, it's just a spirit, man. You got to go with the wind, you know?
Yeah,
that's right.
You know what? I'll finish this up and then I'll read that again. So it says, no medicine or ornament cured them. They were restored to health by your word, O Lord, the word which heals all. I'm not reading this. All humanity. Saki, y'all, what's up? I'm gonna have to mute you. It keeps echoing on your end. You got something to say?
Okay.
Unmute. You got it.
Yeah.
Con. Okay, so verse 11 in Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 11, King James. For they were pricked, for they were pricked that they should remember thy words and were quickly saved, that not falling into deep forgetfulness, they might be continually mindful of thy goodness. For it was neither herb nor mollifying plaster that restored them to health, but thy word render your heart, not your garments. Or the Lord Yahweh Shema, Yahweh Shema Shai, which healeth all things. For thou hast power of life and death.
Mhm.
Thou leadest to the gates of hell, which is the grave, not a literal place where you burn forever, and bringeth up again. So reincarnation. We
Mhm.
die, our flesh is in the body, we go into the heavens, and then we come back and live out our sentence on earth. Verse 14, it says, a man indeed killeth through his malice, and the spirit, when it is gone forth, returneth not.
Hmm.
Neither the I got the hiccups out of nowhere.
You have to drink some water, man, after.
Con, I got the hiccups out of nowhere. Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Neither the soul receiveth up, cometh again. In the GNT, it says it like this. It says, a wicked person may kill someone, verse 14, but cannot bring the dead back to life or rescue a soul imprisoned in the world of the dead. Right? Verse 15 in the King James Version. But it is not impossible to escape that socket. But it is not possible to escape thy hand. That's right.
Mhm.
Whether if you're of the elect, you're of the elect. All right. If you're set to be destroyed, you're set to be destroyed. That's just how it is. You can't escape the hand of the most high. So going back to Psalms 91 and 9 in the NLT, I read down to 16. It says, if you make the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yashai your refuge, you will make the Most High your shelter. No evil will conquer you. No plague will come near your home, for he will order his angels to protect you wherever you go. They will hold you up with their hands, so you won't even hurt your foot on a stone. Precious. You will trample upon lions and cobras. You will crush fierce lions and serpents under your feet. And you read that in Job, how we're going to be in league with the animals, man.
Mhm.
So kind of walk. You read that in Job 5. So it doesn't matter where we are, we're going to be okay. If you're in the wilderness and you come across animals, you gotta have faith. You're gonna be good. That's how serious this is.
That's right.
Okay. It says, verse 14, the Lord Yahweh says, I will rescue you, or rescue those who love me. I will
Mhm.
protect those who trust in my name, which goes into his reputation.
Mhm.
When they call on me, I will answer. I will be with them in trouble. I will rescue and honor them. Right, and that's coming through salvation and the changing of our bodies into glorious bodies. That's how we're going to be honored if we're of the elect.
That's right.
I will reward them with a long life and give them my salvation. Right, kingdom of heaven.
That's
So
right. We're gonna be immortal. We're gonna, the elect.
Mhm.
They're gonna get the second covenant, the new covenant,
that's right.
because we're not in
Yeah.
the new covenant right now.
Mhm.
When the kingdom of heaven's established, and the elect is gonna be charged up,
That's
and
right.
they're gonna be as gods.
That's right.
That's right.
Lord
Beautiful, man.
Case G, yeah.
Con. Beautiful. So like I said, we'll cut it at the 15th verse, and Lord willing, we'll do a part 2 on Monday. Let's go through the other half verse. But yeah, man, Lord willing, is edifying to the hopeful elective nation of Israel.
That's right.
Okay, I'm going to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Hashem,
Yahshua,
Hashem.
Hashem,
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 11:44.
That's right. 1144. Khan Kaha Yalba Shimon
Wow.
Shai.
Wow.
Yeah.
Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who rule well and have taught us his word in truth and sincerity, and peace and mercy to the whole full elect. Showing up the 144,000 that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. And the rest of you that sincerely believe, peace and mercy to you and your household. All right. Above a ball.
Baba
Khan
Baba.
Shalom. Shalom to the whole full elect.
Shalom.